This week on Husky Central,
we bring you the culmination of our eye-opening 6-month investigative journalism report into the disappearing ice caps in Antarctica.
Or how about the playoff picture and the track team? You're a Husky, I'm a Husky.
We're all Huskies.
And you're watching
Husky Central. Well, Bryce, here we are. It's Husky Central, episode 8. The Vegas line was stacked against us from birth. I mean, just two scruffy little kids growing up in the Bronx, and look at how far we made it.
Well, who would have knew? Hope, a dream, and a nickel could have went so far.
We made it though, buddy.
All right, my young pupils out there, like chicks still in the nest, these two old hens about to teach you something. What we got today? Playoff picture. And there's a lot going on because there's 3 Husky teams already sealed it up and are firing away this weekend. You add to that the track team, we got ourselves a bit of a party.
Now let's take a look. Women's hockey is in Winnipeg in the Canada West semifinal playing U of M. The track team is in the Canada West Championship, and they are doing that in Edmonton. Now the basketball teams have a unique situation this year as the format was changed, so now there's 2 divisions, a Prairie Division and a Pacific Division, and the top 4 teams from each made playoffs, and now they cross over. This brings the women who placed 3rd into U of Vic in Victoria, and the men will be at home against Fraser Valley. We're here with Mr. Steve Cook of the women's hockey team, coach. Looking towards this weekend, you guys play U of M in Winnipeg. This is the 3rd year in a row. They swept you the last 2 times. What do you guys got to do to get out of this one alive and on to the next round?
Well, it's never an easy place to play, and I think for us it's going to be more with what has to do off the ice than on the ice. It's we go to Manitoba and we just know there's going to be so many different distractions that I think our challenge is going to be keeping our focus on the game. First of all, their facility is a multi-use facility. They got a million things going on. We just know we're not going to get the officiating that we like to have that we have at home. We just know that the fans are not going to be on our side. Bryce, we're not going to have you guys there.
That is correct, unfortunately.
We just know that for some reason they always seem to get 1,000 students out whenever we're in town, and we just know that they're not going to be on our sides. It's going to be vocal. It's going to be loud. It's going to be an unfriendly place to play in. Their rink is vastly different than ours. You turn our rink sideways, and that's about the width of their rink. So, all situations, they're all going to be different than what we're used to. So, it's all the off-ice stuff that we're going to have to focus on more than anything.
All right.
You guys were out in BC earlier. You only had 1 game against them, and it was a close loss. Yep. Maybe, I guess, what has changed since then, though? That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that was early November. I think both teams are much improved since then and playing quite a bit differently. So really, there's not much weight to be put behind that result. And like I said, they're a good team. They've got good size. They don't have a whole lot of depth, so we're hoping, if it does go 3 games, that'll work in our favor. But obviously, trying to take care of business in 2.
You guys are playing Fraser Valley, and your last loss, actually, your only loss in the last 11 games has come to them. It was quite a while ago. What's changed for you guys since then?
Well, we didn't have Linklater the first time when we played them out there, so that adds a new dimension in terms of scoring and just defensive play. And their Fraser Valley's pretty strong at the guard, so hopefully that'll be the difference. Last time they beat us by 3 in a really close game out there, and we're hoping to turn the tables on them this weekend.
Right on. You guys put in a lot of hard work during the season. You accomplished a home playoff game. What's the crowd going to mean in the game?
Well, playing at home when you're playing a best 2 out of 3 against a good team is very, very important. Going on the road and trying to beat somebody twice in their gym, a good team in their gym, is very difficult to do. So we're glad to be at home. We still have our work cut out for us.
This weekend coming up, huge playoff matchup at home. My goodness, you're tall. But as a fifth-year player, you have a bit of a role to be a leader, to motivate the guys. What are you going to do to try and get guys ready? Let them know it's the playoffs, you know?
Oh, more so just in our preparation. We got to just continue what we've been doing all year throughout the week. It's no different than any other game. Just come out and win 2 on the weekend.
All right, so maybe just looking at the games on the weekend here. Do you kind of look at it as a whole weekend, or is it game by game, minute by minute, or how are you guys looking at this?
It's a whole weekend. We got to come out, and it's best of 3 series. So come out and take the first 2, and then we're all good.
Right on.
I know you guys don't want to get ahead of yourself to looking towards national and stuff like that, but is that the sort of the focus of the team? You guys are a veteran team, and you're highly skilled. Is there any sort of looking ahead a bit, where it's not getting off topic though?
We're not necessarily looking ahead just yet, but it's certainly an attainable goal. All we have to do is win our next 3 games, and we have a berth to nationals. So.
You wouldn't happen to know maybe Paris Hilton's best friend, by chance?
Is this a joke?
No, this is a question.
Oh, then the answer is no.
No? You don't eat tacos very often, do you?
Do I look like a taco eater?
You look like you've eaten a couple tacos, as you may have taken your dog for a walk.
Who is Paris Hilton's best friend?
She travels it around in a little bag and carries it with her everywhere. And it may also be the notable face of a taco franchise.
You need to help me out here.
I'm looking for a dog right now.
Oh.
And not the type you eat. I'm looking, not a hot dog, a taco. Do you eat tacos very often? Where do you eat them at?
All right, Bruce, you're just going to have to tell me.
So, Paris Hilton has a little friend, and she travels it around in a little suitcase-looking thing where it pops its head out. It was also in a notable movie, Legally Blonde.
Yes, Nicole Richie.
A dog nonetheless, but we're looking for a different dog right now. So if you've gone to eat tacos lately, if you're a taco eater, where might you go, Steve?
Are we going to Taco Bell?
And what would be the notable face of the franchise of Taco Bell?
I don't know, is it a Chihuahua?
Chihuahua? Ding, 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 ding. Still to come on Husky Central.
We check in with your track team, see how they're looking coming into the Can West Championships this weekend, check out your athletes of the week, and ask the question on everybody's minds: where will the Penguins go when all the ice is gone?
And he goes around and
He's looking. He's found a bigger man.
for a tall man, a man of tall sorts, some might call a giant.
I think what happened there was the tall man with the frosted blonde tips just tipped that ball and it exited the playing area.
Playing field surface.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah. I'm not too sure what's going on now.
So if you don't want to listen to this really bad commentating, come out, check the game out. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if needed, Saturday. But we're going to win Thursday, Friday, so come check it out.
And now, here's what you need to know.
Let's update your top 10s. The women's basketball team is number 3. The men's basketball team is number 10. The women's hockey team is number 8. The men's hockey team is number 9. The women's track team is number 3. And the men's track team is number 4.
Looking at an individual accomplishment, Brianne George of the women's hockey team this past weekend scored 4 goals, which put her in place to tie the single-season Can West record for goals in a season.
Don't forget, Play for the Cure. Thousands of dollars have been donated. We still have t-shirts and sweaters that you can pick up either at Husky Athletic Games, or you can come right down to the office and get more information.
The Husky football team is starting to bring in some new recruits for next season during their practices Monday and Thursday mornings. If you want to find out more about some of the best recruits that they're bringing in, you can check with the Dogs Breakfast this year. All the ticket information is also on the Husky website.
Don't forget, every Wednesday is Washboard Wednesdays in the gym, so every exercise needs to involve your core, and if you're not doing it, you may be removed from the gym facility.